Okay, I'm Bernadette Mudd, and I've been sculpting for probably off and on 4 or 5 years. My art means a lot to me. It's the way I express how I feel. I also express what's going on in the world. It just seems to be the way I share that with myself and others. Well, it's interesting. I've created this piece in miniature. It's a small piece, but I've created it in miniature in wood, and I oftentimes give it to friends when they're getting married. It's 2 figures that cross each other, head to face to cheek, I guess you'd say. And my friend who encouraged me to come said, you ought to try doing that in marble. So that's what I'm doing. Worst piece is the piece I started with. The very first piece I ever did after college anyway, when I decided I wanted to try sculpting again, I thought I could start out with the most advanced piece on earth, which was a hand wrapped around a guitar neck, because I'm a musician. I found out that was like the most difficult thing you could ever do. But I have a lot of favorite pieces. One that I'm working on and have been for a couple years is called Warrior, and it's dedicated to my sister who has fought breast cancer and all those who fight that disease. So those warriors. Right now, I have a website, but it seems to be more dedicated to my illustration work and my graphic design work, which I've been doing for 30 years. So I'm hoping when I finish, my website will evolve and include more of my sculpting. A sculpting period is figuring out what you're going to do. I would say the marble sculpting is just the medium itself is harder than limestone or definitely alabaster. So it's like takes a little more muscle than I expected. Well, I'm sorry I don't know the gentleman's name, but I'm impressed with the person here in this tent who's actually doing everything, it looks like, with hammer and chisel as opposed to pneumatic tools, as many of us are. But I also admire the work of Karen Terhune, who's actually a teacher and a very good friend. I don't know if it's that unusual or not, but I tend to reflect my experiences, even personal people in my life. And so I think my art reflects that, whether it's, illustration work or even my carving.